Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 6 key items for your spring wardrobe. I am aware that the majority of the world is in autumn at the moment, but here in New Zealand it is spring at the moment, as with everybody else in the southern hemisphere. So hopefully this video is useful for you. I find that spring and autumn dressing tend to have a lot of similarities anyway, because it's kind of just that transitional weather. In one season it's getting colder, in the other one it's getting warmer, but both of them are fairly similar in terms of temperature and how much it rains, things like that. So hopefully this video will be useful or interesting for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I upload at least one new video every single week. And let's go ahead and get started. Key item number 1 for your spring wardrobe is a lightweight knit. Get rid of those chunky jumpers that have been keeping you nice and warm in winter. It's time to swap them out for something lighter, something more spring appropriate. The jumper that I'm wearing right now definitely falls into that category. It is a very, very thin, lightweight material. So something like this, especially in the black, is going to go with a whole lot of different outfits. Perfect for the first part of spring when it's not really that sunny yet, you're not ready to pull out the dresses, but you don't want to keep wearing your chunky knits. Another great thing about lightweight knits is that they tuck in really easily. There's not too much excess material and it will layer really easily. You can still chuck on a jacket over top of this, or you could even wear it underneath a dress. If you don't feel like going for black, you might want something with a little bit more color in it. This one from Dottie in this mustardy yellow color makes me very happy. Again, a very lightweight material. It's even got this kind of laser almost cutout detail all through the whole jumper, which makes it a bit more breathable. Something with a bit more color to it like this is going to be the statement piece of your outfit. It will be a big shift from your winter wardrobe, which I feel like that's what we want when we come into spring. We want to just like get rid of all our winter things and be like, hey, it's spring, it's nice weather. And this is one of the pieces that definitely makes me feel that way while still being a jumper. So you're still covered, you've got the long sleeves, so it's gonna still provide you with a little bit of warmth when the weather hasn't fully warmed up yet. Key item number 2 for your spring wardrobe is a light wash pair of jeans, especially for, again, that first kind of month or so of spring when it really hasn't warmed up yet. You still want something that's going to cover you up and keep you a bit warm, but you do want to make that change from your winter wardrobe to your spring wardrobe. So changing the color of your denim is the perfect way to do that. You still get the coverage, you've got your legs are completely covered, the material is still just as warm, all you've done is change the color and made it look more spring appropriate. So the jeans that I'm wearing at the moment are my spring investment for this year. They are the mum jeans from Topshop in the sand color. You definitely don't have to go with white. I didn't want to get white denim because I just felt like it would get really dirty and it would be really noticeable. But going for something like this in a bit of a sand or an off-white color I think is perfect because stains won't show up quite as much, but you've still definitely made that transition into having a lighter wash pair of jeans. Alternatively, if you're not really into these kind of light washes of jeans, if you're more of a black jeans wearer, then you might want to switch that up and go for something blue rather than black for this time of year. Key item number 3 for your spring wardrobe is a shirt with an interesting pattern. So I have a couple here to show you. This is my new one, which I picked up from Zara a couple of weeks ago. Yes, the tag is still on. I haven't worn this one yet. I do have an older one to show you in a moment that I have worn a lot. But we'll start with this one. So obviously a beige shirt. The design and the style of it is quite simple. The interest comes from the print. So the print is just a bunch of faces, but they've been done with a fine line. So it is still quite subtle in a way. It's not like glaringly obvious, but still just something that adds a little bit extra to what would be just a very plain shirt otherwise. A printed shirt for this time of year, I think, is something that's just going to add a little bit of interest to your outfits, especially when we tend to wear a lot of like plain jeans, maybe plain jumpers. It's a nice little detail, I think, to have something on your shirt. The other one that I do have, which I have worn a lot, is this one from Cotton On. It is white and then it's got this little cacti print all over it. I have worn this a lot. This is my go-to interview shirt. Picture what you would wear for an interview. I always tend to go for like black on the bottom, whether that's a skirt or jeans or trousers, a shirt on the top, and then if it's a little bit chilly, maybe a blazer. That's fine, like that's professional and it's kind of what people expect when you're coming to a job interview, but it's also boring. It doesn't really show any personality. So I find a really easy way to jazz it up a little bit while still keeping that professional look is to wear something like either of these shirts underneath your blazer, or even, you know, just on their own with a pair of trousers. And it just shows a little bit of character. It shows that you're not a completely boring person. You've got a little bit of style, not that that necessarily matters for the job you're going for, but it might just make you stand out a little bit from other applicants. I think I've had this shirt for maybe even 3 years already, and I've worn this, I'm pretty sure, to every job interview I've done in those 3 years. I haven't really done that many interviews in the last 3 years, but last year when I was applying for teaching jobs, this is what I wore to all my interviews. I think I had 3 interviews, 3 or 4 anyway. I probably wore this when I interviewed to get into my course before the start of last year. I think it's just a good way to make a good first impression while still keeping that professional look, but having a bit of interest in your outfit as well. Key item number 4 for spring is a printed midi dress. So again, I have a couple to show you, starting with this one from Dottie, which you've probably seen quite a lot on my channel recently. Again, in this lovely mustard yellow color. Lightweight jumpers and jeans are perfect to wear in the first half of spring, I would say, when it's still not really that warm yet. But then in the second half of spring, it really, like, the weather gets going, the sun comes out, and you want something a bit more summery, but it's still not quite summer temperatures. So I think a midi dress or a maxi dress is perfect because it has a little bit more length to it. It's keeping your legs covered, so it does keep you slightly warmer. And then if you go with something that still has sleeves, whether that's long sleeves or just short little floaty sleeves like this one, it at least keeps your shoulders covered as well. And the reason I say a dress with a print is just because so many of my winter clothes, and probably yours as well, are so plain. Like even this jumper that I pulled out for spring, it's still a plain jumper. So I feel like I'm really craving prints by spring. So this one, for example, has a floral print on it. Even going for something quite colourful and bold is a really nice thing to do in spring. I mean, I'm definitely still going to be keeping this dress out for summer as well, but I think that in spring you can start wearing something like this. Maybe go for something with a slightly thicker material. This is linen, but it is also quite a thick material, so it's going to be perfect for summer too because it's breathable, but also for this time of year because it is slightly thicker than some of the other dresses that I have. Or I also have this midi dress from Zara. It is still printed. It's not like a picture of anything like flowers, but it does still have this dot print going all the way through it. If you prefer to have a monochrome wardrobe, then this might be something better suited to you because it is black and white. I've already found this dress to be super versatile. I wore it the other day with a belt around the waist and then a blue jumper like tucked in at the front of the belt to kind of make it look more like a skirt, and that was how I was wearing my midi skirts in winter. So I just sort of styled this up in the same way, and it looks really nice like that and with a pair of boots. I did also style this up in a couple of different ways in my Zara haul when I showed you this for the first time. So definitely a very versatile dress, and then again it's got the longer sleeves and a very modest neckline. So again, it does have that coverage. It will keep you a little bit warmer than a tiny little summer dress will. So perfect for this time of year, I think. The 5th key item for your spring wardrobe is a denim jacket. This is the one that I have. It's from Glassons. I think that this is just the perfect go-to jacket for spring because you can chuck this on over any dress that you need to give yourself a little bit more warmth. It'll go really easily with your lightweight knits because they'll fit underneath it fine. It's the perfect layering piece for this time of year. So say you've been wearing a dress out during the day and that's been fine, but then it comes to the afternoon and it's starting to get a little bit cooler. So you throw on your denim jacket and it still looks really nice and stylish, but it keeps you a little bit warmer. I'm really loving the oversized denim jacket look at the moment. I did previously have a more fitted and cropped one. I kind of went off that look and now I really like how the oversized jacket adds to a look. That is down to personal preference, whatever style of denim jacket works for you, but I definitely think a denim jacket is a really easy one to throw on with a lot of these other things that I've shown you today. And key item number 6 for your spring wardrobe is a pair of white trainers. I talk about these so often on my channel. I just find them to be so versatile for so many seasons as well, not just for spring. The ones I have are from a brand called Kids, and I have found these to be really great. I think I've had these for about 2 years now. They are real leather, so they're going to hold up really well. They do also do them in canvas if you prefer not to buy leather. But I have found that I can wear these with pretty much any outfit that I'm wearing. I don't wear them so much in winter because it's a little bit cold having your ankle showing, so I go for something more like a boot in winter. But pretty much every other season I will wear these with almost any outfit. I would be happy to wear them with what I've got on today. I have styled them up with the dress from Zara in my Zara haul, and I really liked how that looked as well. I also styled them up with this shirt and the work trousers that I bought from Zara, and I really liked how they went with that outfit too. And I think with a summer dress and the denim jacket over top, I think they would look really cool with an outfit like that as well. Definitely a go-to pair of shoes, especially for this time of year. Mine do need a bit of a clean at the moment, but that's another reason why having them in the leather is really good, because they do just kind of wipe clean, whereas canvas, it kind of stains a lot more. But whatever material you are going for, I definitely think a white pair of trainers is a good investment for your wardrobe. That brings me to the end of today's video. I really hope you found it helpful, especially if you do have a capsule wardrobe. I feel like these pieces cover a lot of your bases for spring, not necessarily your basics, because we do have a lot of prints in here, and that's definitely not what I would call a basic for a capsule wardrobe, but pieces that are a little more interesting but are still going to work well with other things that you have. So hopefully you did get something out of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!